2 cents, 2 pennies podcast. And I am your host, Nino. I'm going to discuss something that I haven't talked about in a while. Really, I haven't talked about this in a minute since I used to discuss this with my good partner, David, on his USA podcast. P. Diddy is back in the news. This time, we got some more co-conspirators that has surfaced, name has came to the forefront, and plaintiffs are allegedly filing claims and there are allegations against these co-conspirators. Druski, the comedian Druski, and the NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. has denied involvement in a P. Diddy case. Influencer Druski and NFL star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. are the latest celebrities to be named in the many sexual assaults against Sean P. Diddy Combs. First of all, peeps, we are less than 60 days, 2 months from Diddy's trial, which, if my memory doesn't deceive me, Diddy trial is May the 5th. So, again, Druski and Odell Beckham Jr. are now the latest co-conspirators with P. Diddy. The plaintiffs are filing lawsuits. So you know a lot of people are now really nervous because it's almost coming down to the stretch. And when P. Diddy had that trial, you think things have been shaken up, and you think eyes will be wide open, and now things will be coming from the dark. Wait till that trial gets here May the 5th. But anyway, Druski, Odell Beckham Jr., and Sean P. Diddy Combs, it was a lawsuit amended filing March the 7th. Druski government name is Drew DeBortes. Again, his government name is Drew DeBortes. And Beckham were among more than 20 defendants alongside Diddy. The plaintiff's name is Ashley Parham or Parham. Alleges Druski and Beckham were part of a group of men that gang raped her with Diddy in 2018. Only thing gets me about this, now everything is just surfacing, but you know it, because remember, run Cassandra Ventura, Cassie, opened up the floodgates for everybody. When Cassie came out and allegations were Diddy was in foul misbehavior as far as treating her, not even her involvement in the so-called freak-off parties, and of course, remember the abuse. Once that tape came in that hotel from TMZ where Diddy was dragging Cassandra Ventura, Cassie, down that motel or hotel lobby or hallway, dragging her, kicking her, doing things that a man shouldn't do to a woman, Diddy had a fighting chance. But after that video was exposed and millions of people seen what really was going on, now everybody is coming out the woodworks and filing lawsuits against Diddy. And if they're false or true, the public eye now is not this thinking this is just a lot of this people making up stuff. Because, of course, where there's smoke, a lot of time there is fire. Both Druski and Beckham, of course, denied the involvement. Druski wrote in a statement posted to X. He wasn't even a public figure in 2018. That could be facts, because I don't really remember Druski coming on the scene, as I recall, to really a couple of years ago. But this lady says Druski, Odell Beckham Jr., P. Diddy, and I think it was one more guy that I will mention in a little bit, gang raped her. Now, Odell Beckham Jr., I thought he was so focused on trying to get back in the NFL. I believe the last team I think I seen him trying to play with or pick up a contract was the Miami Dolphins. Now, again, my memory could deceive me, but I thought Odell Beckham Jr., all his time was manifested trying to get back into the NFL. And also, I had heard Odell Beckham Jr. had been dating Kim K. Yes, that's right, Kim Kardashian, who have been also mentioned in the P. Diddy freak-offs. Not really lawsuits yet, but was guests to some of P. Diddy freak-offs. It is so many people that's in this freak-off. As I say, when May the 5th get here, man, Hollywood is going to be blown wide open. The allegations is a fabricated lie. Druski wrote in a statement posted to X. I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry. Druski claiming that he was trying to get his foot into entertainment. He was trying to become a star. Now, this could be false or true, but again, I don't remember Druski, me, observing him and becoming familiar with the influence of Druski to basically last year to maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2023. And of course, he's an influencer, but, so many things are just coming from out the closet, from all angles when it's coming with this P. Diddy thing and these allegations. Odell Beckham Jr. called the allegations stupid. He replied, "Boy, I tell you, what this world makes is crazy." Beckham also stated, "I am covered by God and he will prevail." I'm just curious because why do these plaintiffs take so long? I mean, this is 7 years. Well, I guess because now everybody is want to get a piece of the bad boy, mogul, CEO, big bag, big fat piece of the pie, and Sean P. Diddy Combs. So now everybody is coming at him. And of course, he's locked up because what? Puff Daddy been in jail since what? The last part of September of 2024. Didn't that day Sean P. Diddy Combs, they arrested him in New York, was it? It was in New York in that motel or in that hotel lobby. I believe it was around September 26th or September 28th, 2024. I could be mistaken, but I know it was the last of September when he been in jail. And of course, P. Diddy has done had multiple appeals, multiple letters that he has wrote to the judge trying to get his freedom. Remember, he even was going to put up one of his luxurious mansions to try to make bail. But they already came to the conclusion, officials, lawyers, the police, Upper Manhattan judicial system had already came to the conclusion Sean P. Diddy Combs is a flight risk. We can't let him out. And with the possibility of him threatening people, coercing people to change their lawsuits against him, they were like, no way they were going to let him out. And again, if they was going to let him out, they was like, this is a no-go too, because Sean P. Diddy Combs will end up leaving America and go to another country. So they were like, no way we will let him out. He's going to be in jail. He's going to be incarcerated till he has his day in court, which is coming up real quick and coming around the corner. The lawsuit allegations in a new statement to Vulture response demonstrates the depraved lengths plaintiffs will travel to garner headlines in pursuit of a payday. Well, that could be true, because didn't this a couple of, a month ago, didn't recently Diddy and Jay-Z supposed to have been sued by or had lawsuits against them? Somebody came and filed lawsuits against Jay-Z and Diddy, and then for all the bad that Sean P. Diddy Combs have going on, then the plaintiff ended up bogus and was lying. So that lawsuit wasn't fulfilled. So he was able to get out of that lawsuit, and also Jay-Z's name was cleared too, because a lot of people think Jay-Z has a big hand in the misbehavior, the freak offs, the bad doing or the evil doing of the treatment of ladies, raping them, holding them against their will, also drugging them. And of course, they think Jay-Z was also in on the baby oil. Remember Diddy had all them baby oils that the federal agents confiscated at his house, all them bottles of baby oil. I think that's when they hit the Miami mansion and they hit the LA mansion, because they hit that simultaneously. But people was also very adamant that Jay-Z had a big hand in this too. And also, I have heard that people were saying Jay-Z is more of a monster than Sean P. Diddy Combs, but Jay-Z is laid back and quiet and sneaky with his actions that he do. So, but that one lawsuit against that one plaintiff against Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, the plaintiff ended up dropping it because I believe it was false allegations. So they got out of that one. And Jay-Z's name right now is cleared, but still, May the 5th is coming. The plaintiff, Parham, first filed a lawsuit without even knowing Druski. The plaintiff, Parham, first filed a lawsuit without naming Druski or Odell Beckham Jr. in October. She filed with two other plaintiffs, claimed she didn't know Diddy before the assault that took place at one of Diddy's associate apartments. So, let me get this right. She filed the lawsuit without naming Druski or Odell Beckham Jr. And when the assault went on, you didn't even know who Sean P. Diddy Combs is, along with another assailant or another co-conspirator at the apartment. Now, how you don't know who Sean P. Diddy Combs is? I mean, Sean P. Diddy Combs is a global icon, a global celebrity figure. So how do you not know who Sean P. Diddy Combs is? I'm just saying, Miss Parham or Parham, whatever your name is, I see you doing this lawsuit, but you got some holes that's very interesting, and we have to question in your testimony or what you claiming with the allegation and the evidence that you are filing the lawsuits against. So still, again, I must say again, how you don't know who Sean P. Diddy Combs is, and you filed a lawsuit without even naming Druski or Odell Beckham Jr.? Come on, man, that's weird. But hey, stranger things than that. Miss Parham believed Diddy associate set her up to be assaulted after she told him she believed Diddy was involved in the Tupac Shakur murder. Now that right there could be accurate too. Because me personally, I think Diddy had something to do with the Tupac Shakur murder. But you believe that the associate that was with Sean P. Diddy Combs, this was a total setup to get back at you because you said and you think Sean P. Diddy Combs was involved in the Tupac Shakur murder. I thought you said you didn't know who Sean P. Diddy Combs was at first. I mean, come on now. There we go again. You really have a lot of holes in your testimony, but we will see. I mean, this is strange. I mean, because now you're kind of being a hypocrite. First you say you didn't know who Diddy was, and then you're saying that the associate that was along with Diddy allegedly set you up because you believe Diddy was involved in the Tupac Shakur murder. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is crazy. I mean, believe me, Sean P. Diddy Combs did a lot of wrongdoing and has done a lot of wrongdoing. But all I'm saying is, people, don't try to just get on the bandwagon or get on the money train and get at this man money because everybody else is. Because the man is broke. Because, I mean, some of these allegations and some of this allegedly lawsuits that y'all are coming against Diddy with is just strange. And then it don't make sense. You got to at least make it make sense, don't you? Plaintiff claimed Diddy threatened her with a knife, tried to have an IUD inserted in her, penetrating her with a TV remote. Now, wow. Sean P. Diddy Combs allegedly did all of that, and now you just now filing a lawsuit, what, 7 years later? And I know the get back or your response is gonna be that nobody wasn't gonna believe you. Nobody's gonna take you serious. Nobody believed Cassie. Nobody took us serious. And of course, if it wouldn't have been for that tape, then we would never see what really was going on. But we know why that tape was exposed. Because I'm gonna say this too. Yeah, Diddy might have these freak outs, but Diddy's not doing no more than none of these other celebrities is. This is happening to Diddy because he went against the people that's higher than him. He wanted to, remember, file that $100 million lawsuit against, what was it called, Diegos or something, whatever, but he wanted to file that $100 million lawsuit. Diddy got too big for his britches. That's why all of this is coming to fruition, and this is why all of this is coming out the blind, and now we can see it. Because all celebrities do weird stuff. All celebrities probably have freak out. But Diddy demise is because he thought he got bigger than his master. And you never try to outdo the master, or you never try to outshine the master. Then the plaintiff alleged she was raped by Sean Pierce, Druski, Diddy, and Odell Beckham Jr. Before Druski raped her, she claimed he jumped on her naked, body oiled up, treating the rape like it was slip and slide, and knocking the wind out of her due to his enormous size. Okay, so now you saying that Druski is Mr. Oiled Up. Druski was the one that you really remember to all these other guys raping you. And I'm not saying it didn't happen, but you have Diddy, you have some guy named Sean Pierce, you have a guy named Odell Beckham Jr., and then you have Druski. And what? Out of them 3 or 4, only one you remember is Druski, especially when Diddy had this threaten you with a knife, try to put an IUD inserted in you, and then try to penetrate you with a remote control. But Druski is the one that you remember that in the actions of the rape, that your memory serves you most when the rape went down. Word, man, word. Diddy made constant belittling remarks to the plaintiff, including, he owned her now. Well, Diddy is cocky like that, you know, because I remember I seen Amber Rose on, I think, Club Shay Shay, and I think Shannon asked her something about, has she ever been to the Diddy freak-offs? And she said she had been to the parties, but she don't recall or remember the Diddy freak-offs. Now, she could just be holding solid on that. She might not want to break the code, or she can be telling the truth. But she said she did remember Diddy was abusive. You know, he was very volatile and he was abusive. Manipulative and abusive. Now, that don't mean that he was the leader of the so-called freak-offs, but she said she do remember him being very abusive. And of course, we know him being very abusive because the Cassidy Ventura video where he drug her down the hallway or the corridor. And remember, Kim, his baby mama wife, was saying how abusive he was, you know, when he don't get his way. I mean, come on, man. P. Diddy look like, I know P. Diddy got problems and P. Diddy is not no saint. And P. Diddy probably done did most of this. But then again, don't this, what I'm trying to say, come with actual facts. Seem like a lot of y'all are just coming from areas, coming out of nowhere because y'all see the bag is out there. But what you don't realize, people, how much money Diddy got? Diddy bag is getting smaller. Remember, Diddy got a lot of people that lawsuits against him, criminal and civil lawsuits. Then he gonna have to pay his lawyers. You got to remember too. Remember the Houston lawyer, Tony Busby, when he had all them plaintiffs that was coming to him and filing them lawsuits? See, that's still going on. So everybody wants to jump on the board and thinking they're gonna cash out on Sean P. Diddy coming. And you might do, but I don't care how much money he has. If the money is running out, you can't, the money is going. And Sean P. Diddy Combs is wealthy. But this don't come at this man, and I know he's been labeled, and he could be straight up a monster. But don't try to just get on again. Don't try to just get on the money train because everybody else is getting money or trying to or filing lawsuits and see a big payday. So now you might just kicked it with Diddy, nothing really happened. So now you're going to claim something happened. Because as we look at it now, as people looking on the outside looking in, we do see Diddy do have some very horrible characteristics about himself. Now, Druski previously admitted that he has been to some of Diddy parties, but denied being involved in any sexual assault. See, me, myself, I wouldn't even want to be at none of Diddy parties. Where I left before the freak-offs, shouldn't want to be in the freak-off. Because now, even if you was there and you lived before the freak-offs, you was there. And that's enough of implication right now to, that you can't come back on. What can you say? It's your word against other people's word. What? Let me see. How did they say Diddy would kind of conduct these freak-offs? You come to one of his party, it'd be all in white, it's fabulous, and the party would be like, say 8, and then probably 8 to 1. Then that's the first crowd. But then after 1, 2 o'clock on, then he weeds out everybody else that supposed to came to the first party. And now this is when the freak-off start, and only a selection of few attend the freak-offs. I wouldn't want to be there if I'm through the first wave, the 8 to 1 that was at the party during that time, and I sure wouldn't been there. I wanted to be there with the freak-offs. But again, this is not about Sean P. Diddy Combs, and this is not about Sean P. Diddy Combs and about these freak-offs. This is about the man thought he was bigger than who made him big. So, Diddy now and some more co-conspirators, Druski, Odell Beckham Jr., Shane Pierce, and plaintiffs have now filed lawsuits against them back in 2018. We will see, of course, Druski, Odell Beckham Jr. said, this is all a bogus lie. This is a fabrication. This is not nothing but a money scheme. They didn't do it. They're not involved. Could be, but they could. Only time will tell. I'm just ready for May the 5th, 2025, when we see really how Hollywood is going to be shooken up. Because I'm trying to tell you people, you finna see some people that I think you would never expect that went along with the freak-offs, and you finna see some real tight lip, stiff around the collar people that's finna get to their lawyers, finna try to get video and tape dismissed, finna try to get all these things that Diddy recorded at the freak house, trying to get it thrown out. Diddy, Druski, Odell Beckham Jr., lawsuits filed against them against a new plaintiff back in 2018. Wow. This is Nino. Another 2 pennies, another 2 cents.